What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this God-human creature? Have you seen his pictures flying over the internet before? What is his name? What does he stand for? Who does he represent? Why is he a big deal in our modern day society or in our modern day religious circles? And how is the Church of God, Christianity, connected to this God-human-like creature? Before we go into detail, let me ask you a question. In the army, when soldiers do this, what does it signify? When you see soldiers doing this, when you see them saluting, I'm sure we can both agree that it's a sign of respect. It's a sign of honor. It's a sign of submission. And they don't just salute anyone. They don't salute civilians. They only raise their hand to their forehead as an emblem of showing respect, especially when their superior or someone who has a rank higher than theirs is passing by. When their general is in their presence or is passing by, that's when they salute to say, no, we admit that you are the general. We respect you and we salute you. We honor you as our general. As soon as he passes, they flex, they relax. When the general comes, they stand still and they salute. And if they don't, they know the consequences. Let's move forward. This God-human-like figure is called Baphomet. And who is Baphomet? To those of you who might not know him, well, let's look him up the internet so that we can have this conversation in context. Baphomet is an occult, pagan, and religious icon and an anthropomorphic, guys, you must pardon me on this one. Figure, you will figure it out on your own. Figure with the head and legs of a god and the body of a human. In modern day, Baphomet is who most would identify as the Satan god and the symbol of the Church of Satan, a modern religious organization. That's Baphomet. So he actually has his own cult. It's normally referred to as the Illuminati, this Baphomet. And there are one or two ways that you must show respect for him if you belong to his cult. There are hand signals of respect that you have to display if you honor Baphomet, if you respect his authority. The most famous one is this one. Anyone you see making this hand signal, just know they are honoring Baphomet. They are saluting Baphomet. They are showing respect for Baphomet. The second one is this one. Some, they do it like this. Anytime you see them do this, just know that they are honoring Baphomet. They are showing respect and submission to Baphomet. The other hand signal that shows that you submit under Baphomet is this. When you see them do this, you must know they are honoring Baphomet. They are submitting under Baphomet. No, I can do these signals for illustration. I don't submit to this nonsense. But when they do this, just know that they are honoring their godfather, their superior, their general, the one who gives them platforms, the one who looks after them. That's Baphomet. If you can check on this picture of Baphomet, himself, he has that hand signal. This one. He shows it. And the other parts of his body, like the horns, are the ones which are represented by this. These are the horns. If you look at the picture of Baphomet, that goat head, it has horns, and these horns are represented by this sign. Behind Baphomet, you see there are triangles that are intersecting each other. They are the ones that are represented by this hand signal. So anyone who is under the leadership of Baphomet has to do this hand signal in honor of their leader. Which brings us to Christianity. And you must know one thing about Baphomet and his organization and his influence, that he has captured all the strategic areas of entertainment. He has captured all the strategic sectors of religion. Christianity is literally in the hands of Baphomet. I don't want to call out religious denominations here, and I will get in trouble with people insulting me in the comments, but I'll just show you pictures. Let's start with the Catholic. Here we have our Pope showing his respect and honor for the Baphomet. And we have our brothers here from another religion showing their respect for Baphomet. In the entertainment, we have the likes of your P. Diddy showing their respect for Baphomet. Let's come to Africa. Let's not waste time. We have your special the DGOs, Pastor Oyakiki, showing his respect for Baphomet. We have your good servants. I know people will not be happy to see this picture. I won't even mention his name for the sake of his followers who insult me. That's your papa. I'll just leave it there. But this one I'll mention his name. Papa Adeboye. You can see him. Strategic. That is a poster of the event when he was celebrating 81 million hallelujahs won't be enough. And he's right there, saluting Baphomet. Papa Adeboye, right there, with grace and honor. And we have these ones, Pastor Jimmy Odukoya and Pastor Tolu Odukoya. Yeah, no be small thing. Saluting Baphomet, your preachers. Another one, saluting Baphomet. And we have this one that loves tithe so much, saluting Baphomet. So who's not in? Your preacher, saluting Baphomet. We have Daddy Ananche, saluting Baphomet. And women are not allowed to do this hand signal. It's for men. You can see that the Ananche here saluting Baphomet. It's not the only picture. In most of his pictures, he's always saluting Baphomet. And the mother will be right there next to him, just smiling, saying, Papa, go deeper. You're doing the right thing. It's a lot of them, my people. This is just a short list, but we'll go in detail on the next episode. But these are your religious leaders, your spiritual fathers, showing their submission to Baphomet. All of them. Is it a coincidence that they just end up finding themselves making this hand signal or this hand sign? Is it by coincidence? On all your pictures, I know you've taken so many pictures, most of you. Do you have a single one where you just found yourself making this signal out of the blue, just by coincidence? But tell me, maybe it's me who's just trying to find fault, or I'm just witch hunting. Are your fathers just caught up in coincidences? Or they are under Baphomet? What do you think before I give you my understanding of their association with Baphomet? Do you think they have anything to do? Are they eating on the same table? Or they are independent of Baphomet's influence? Remember the analogy of the soldiers that I gave earlier, to say if you don't salute your general or someone who has a superior rank than yours, there will be consequences. Does that also apply to your religious leaders, that if they don't show salutation, or if they don't show respect, honor, and submission to Baphomet, they'll be in trouble. Because it can't be that everywhere that they go, before they do anything, they have to do that sign, that hand sign. No, do let me know, my people, in the comments what you think, and then we'll go deeper after then.